From the land of Wilt and Kareem and Magic, it's Los Angeles, California and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Davis to Stevenson. Davis to Stevenson. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Has a look. Just not going down. Beverly into the front court. Down just a couple. To George. Harrell can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
To Stevenson. It's James. LeBron James. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
It's Cousins with the rebound. To James. Cousins. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Paul George. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Davis. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. Down 4. To George. Here comes the screen. George in a matchup with Boogie. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Beverly.
To number 6, Lance Stevenson.
Patrick Beverly is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 76% from the line. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it.
For LA, number 4.
won't go. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That boy's living his best life.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
His first effort off the mark. To James. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
George to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Three for 3. Nice. LeBron James with the rock. Curling inside, even to Zubats. Sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Cousins. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. Cousins. To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cousins. To Beverly. Down low for Leonard. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Danny Green. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Paul George. Leonard to George. They'll get it down to Green. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
To James. Defense, making the ball handler work. Danny Green to Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Leonard to Bamutek. Williams. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Got it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Bamutek. Williams to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Williams to Leonard. Fires the three. He was all over him. Stevenson to James. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
LeBron James. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 35, Reggie Bullock.
And he makes them both. Paul George, deep right corner. Here comes the screen. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. George. And the finish. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Runner here won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Beverly to George. LA with 4 to shoot. It's PG for 2. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope. To James. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
George, that's how you defend. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The assist from number 0, Kyle.
Paul George to Bamutek.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
George to Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beverly into the front court. Down 8. That's a big finish. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Williams across the timeline. They find themselves down 10. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Beverly. JaVale McGee. Huge block. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late. JaMychal Green at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. And hits the first free throw.
Entering the game for LA, number 10.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LeBron into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Caldwell Pope to James. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. James. For 3. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LBJ. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Lance Stevenson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 68%. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot. The follow won't go either. To Stevenson. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Davis. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Williams. To Bamutek. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3 to Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Davis. Great pass to set it up. Can't connect. And the rebound taken down by Williams. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's LA Clippers ball. Williams. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Goes to the right side. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Williams across the timeline. Down 11. Here comes the screen. Oh, big finish at the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Stevenson to Davis. Able to convert inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
New blood coming in for both sides. Williams. Harrell can't connect. Stevenson to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Williams into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. From the outside, no good. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. To Cousins. From the painted area, won't go down. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Shot from the lane won't go. Williams across the timeline. Trailing by 50.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Reggie Bullock at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Stevenson to Davis. That is great vision to set it up. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Anthony Davis with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Paul George to Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Anthony Davis. 2 of 4 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Clippers have the basketball. To Beverly. George. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Changes coming from both sides right now.
For Los Angeles, number 14, Danny Green. Into the game for the Clippers, number 4.
That's me. I got ball.
Stevenson to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. George against Cousins. To Leonard. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. To Cousins. Danny Green down low for Davis. Scores from the post.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Leonard to Beverly. Rebound Cousins.
I got ball. I got ball.
Stevenson to Davis. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron James against George. To Davis. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Paul George to Leonard.
Watch the kick. You see it. You see it.
Trying to cash in. Shot for Leonard. No good. To Stevenson. Cousins. They'll get it down to Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. Has a look. Kawhi Leonard. 4 out of 7. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here comes the screen. George. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. LeBron matched up with Paul George. To Davis. Paul George. To Leonard. Beverly. The monster stuff. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Danny Green. They go down to Davis. Cleans it up. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lakers ball. LeBron James against Paul George. And scores.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Leonard to Beverly. To George. LA with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Harrell can't connect. Davis with the finish. How do you stop that?
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clippers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Clippers are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
George to Beverly. Williams to Beverly. The drive right to the basket. Patrick Beverly. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, he had it. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. To Paul George. Beverly. Trying to cash in. Williams' shot won't go. Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he misses that one free throw. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Williams to Beverly. Gets it in the left corner. Not that time. Stevenson to Davis. Down low.
Mouse in the house.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he can't convert the free throw. Beverly to George. Short jumper misses. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead and finishes strong.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Beverly to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. PG lets it fly. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Able to convert inside. It's LA Clippers ball. Probing the defense to Williams. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow, athletically making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard to George. Beverly to Paul George. James with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
James to Davis. And he hits.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Beverly's shot no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. To Leonard. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, good shot.
Lakers at the controls right now. Anthony Davis against Paul George. The jumper's off the mark. Beverly. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Stevenson to Davis. The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Paul George. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
George to Leonard. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Scores from the post.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Beverly. Patrick Beverly. He's 3 for 7.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. They'll get it down low to Harrell. No, I missed a short one there. To James. To Davis. James won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Paul George. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
James down low for Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. To Beverly.
Lock up.
Beverly.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for LA. Number 7, JaVale McGee.
I got ball.
To Davis.
I got help.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Anthony Davis has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Beverly. LeBron James sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice pass to get things going.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. To James. Davis. To James. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Beverly. Down to Green. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. They'll get it down to Davis. To Caldwell Pope. Count the basket at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Number 30, Anthony Davis.
Come on, you're right.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beverly. Here comes the screen. Beverly. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Not that time. To Caldwell Pope.
1 minute remaining in the
And the Clippers have the rebound. Beverly into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. James clears the rebound. They go down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Stevenson to Davis. Won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Watch the cutter, man.
Bamute. LA with 4 to shoot for 3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Davis. Stevenson. Second out. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes, Ed.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. To Bamute. Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Stevenson.
My ball.
To Davis. Stevenson. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Deep right corner. To Williams. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in, off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Down low Green. JaVale McGee pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Off the assist.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Lakers, number 23, LeBron James.
Williams to Leonard.
For the Clippers, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. LBJ has it.
I got him.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis.
Double team. Here we go.
Able to convert inside.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Danny Green. Williams into the front court. Down a bundle. Danny Green! Tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Davis, down low. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And Davis there to grab the rebound. To James. scores from the post.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
So you must act now.
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup.
Substitutions, LA.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Leonard. Bamute. Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. LA with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Leonard to Beverly. Here comes the screen.
Man, clear the lane.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bamute. They'll get it down to Leonard. And the Lakers clear. Lakers ball.
Hands up, hands up.
James
Hands up.
to Davis. And a nice finish at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Beverly. They'll get it down low to Harrell. Not that time. To Danny Green. Davis to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Leonard to Bamute. Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. Has a look. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
James to Davis.
Here we go. I got him. I got him. Boxed up.
It was right there. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Easy pass to the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James down low for Davis. Straight on look. Danny Green to Cousins. They'll get it down to Davis. Over to the right side. James. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To Leonard. And hits off a killer step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis.
I got double. Cut it, coming through.
chance, but it's no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Montrezl Harrell, a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second, 0 for 2. Lakers at the controls right now. Stevenson to Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Stevenson to Cousins. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Davis. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First free throw is good. Second of 3 is good. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. George, well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on.